Hello, I'm Johnny, and today's topic is, Stephen Curry takes care of scoring, Kevin Looney handles rebounds, Warriors advance to the second round, Heat win away against Knicks, leading the series 1-0.
No vest.
First, let's look at the news about 76ers Joel Embiid. He might not play in the first game of the second round series against the Celtics. He got injured in Game 3 of the first round against the Nets. In fact, he didn't play in Game 4 either. Although he has rested for about a week now, the injury seems quite serious. My perspective is simple: whether he can play is not the main issue. The focus should be on how much strength he can bring to the game while injured. If he can't play at full capacity or perform at 100%, it won't be easy for the 76ers to beat the well-rounded Celtics. So, with the Bucks eliminated and Embiid injured, the Celtics have a great chance in the Eastern Conference. Before we move on to the next topic, please give our video a thumbs up. Your encouragement is our biggest motivation for making videos, thank you. Additionally, this week, I've seen the doctor for the third time as my throat still feels uncomfortable, so please bear with my voice. Now, let's focus on the games. Yesterday, the Nuggets played the first game of their series against the Suns. Led by Jamal Murray, who scored 34 points, the Nuggets secured a home victory. It's worth noting that with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Suns were trailing by 23 points, so the team pulled their key players from the game. However, even so, Devin Booker played 40 minutes, and Kevin Durant, played 36 minutes. In other words, if the score wasn't so far apart, Booker's playing time would have been around 45 minutes, and KD's would have exceeded 40 minutes. Fans should know that this year's postseason top two players in terms of average playing time are Booker and KD, both playing over 42 minutes. So, is Monty Williams' player deployment too conservative? The answer is definitely yes. In fact, Monty Williams should stagger the playing time of the three offensive cores. For example, he could pair CP3, Chris Paul, and KD with DeAndre Ayton and Torrey Craig, or KD and Devin Booker with Landry Shamet and DeAndre Ayton. Even having CP3 and Devin Booker as the core on the court would be no problem. After all, as long as two of these three players are on the court, there won't be significant issues in the offensive end. Moreover, the team can not only develop bench players and increase bench depth but also save the energy of key players for crucial fourth-quarter moments. So, if the Suns want to go further, they must address the issue of overusing their key players. As for the Nuggets, it's relatively straightforward. Jamal Murray proved his scoring prowess in the first round against the Timberwolves, so both CP3, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker need to put in more effort on the defensive end. In this game, Nikola Jokic played only 33 minutes and scored 24 points, suggesting he didn't go all out, considering the significant point difference. By halftime, the Nuggets were already leading by 17 points. Additionally, players like KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Bruce Brown are known for their intense defense, while Aaron Gordon and Jeff Green have considerable experience on the court. I personally believe the Nuggets will take this series. For the Suns to win, they must excel in defense and control their turnovers, as they had 16 turnovers in yesterday's game. Now, let's focus on the Knicks versus the Heat. Both teams overcame their opponents in the first round and have injured players. The Heat are missing Tyler Herro and Victor Oladipo, while the Knicks are without Julius Randle, though he may return during this series. Thus, the Knicks have a slight advantage. In today's game, the Knicks started Obi Toppin, a slam dunk contest participant. By halftime, the home team Knicks led 55-50. Jalen Brunson scored 15 points in the first half, contributing to the lead. As for the Heat, Gabe Vincent had 14 points, including 3 three-pointers. At the end of the third quarter, the Heat took an 8-point lead after Kyle Lowry's three-pointer, scoring a 31-20 run in the quarter. Midway through the fourth quarter, the Knicks closed the gap to just 3 points after Jalen Brunson scored 2 points. However, Gabe Vincent made a three-pointer after a screen, and veteran Kyle Lowry not only assisted but also scored. In the end, the Heat won 108-101 on the road, taking a 1-0 lead in the series. Breaking the Knicks' home court advantage in the first game puts enormous pressure on the Knicks. Sergeant Jimmy Butler scored a team-high 25 points, with 14 of them coming in the second half. He was undoubtedly the key player in turning the game around for his team. However, he was injured during the fourth quarter. Although he still finished the game, his condition will need to be monitored. In short, if the Heat want to go further, they need Jimmy Butler on the court. Although I believe the injury shouldn't be too severe, official updates should be relied upon. Since the Heat won the first game and the Knicks' Julius Randle is also injured, the Heat can afford to let Butler rest a game if he isn't feeling well. The key to this series is whether Jimmy Butler can stay healthy. As long as he's fine, the Heat have a chance to win the series, as the Knicks' RJ Barrett and Josh Hart struggle when facing Butler. The Heat also have enough players to deal with Jalen Brunson, such as veteran Kyle Lowry, who scored 18 points and had 4 blocks in today's game. Lowry's defensive ability has always been excellent, and with Tyler Herro injured, Lowry has scored over 10 points in 3 of the last 4 games coming off the bench. If he maintains his recent level, his skills and experience on both ends can significantly help the team. For the Knicks, the first player to watch is Julius Randle. When he can return and how much he can contribute on the court are key to the team's chances of advancing. Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett not only need to maintain their form but also exceed expectations to have a chance at beating the defensively strong Heat and advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, let's focus on the Game 7 battle between the Kings and the Warriors. Stephen Curry scored 50 points in this game, including 7 3-pointers, helping the team win 120-100 and advance to the second round to face the Lakers. This matchup will undoubtedly attract the attention of fans and media worldwide. As for the losing Kings, although they couldn't advance to the second round, the performance of their young players this season deserves more applause from the fans. Let's briefly discuss this game. As we mentioned in yesterday's live broadcast, the Warriors should let Jordan Poole return to the bench and move Draymond Green to the starting lineup. In this game, Steve Kerr indeed made such adjustments, which was the right move, as Poole's recent performance has been poor, and it makes no sense to have him start. The home team Kings led 58-56 at halftime, but by the end of the third quarter, Klay Thompson completed a 4-point play, helping the team lead by 10 points with a 91-81 score. The Warriors outscored the Kings 35-23 in the third quarter, turning the game around. The player to watch here is Kevin Looney, who grabbed 7 offensive rebounds in this quarter, which was crucial for the Warriors' comeback. In the fourth quarter, it was all about Stephen Curry's performance. He was unstoppable, both inside and outside. The score difference widened in the middle of the fourth quarter, so the Kings' surprising run this season came to an end today. Curry scored 20 points in the first half and 30 in the second half, totaling 50 points. He set a record for the highest single-game score in a Game 7 in NBA history. With his Finals MVP recognition last year, he has proven his ability to perform in critical moments and games to fans worldwide. His 50 points were a new playoff career high, surpassing the previous record of 47 points against the Raptors in 2019. Now, let's talk about how good Curry's performance was in this game. Fans should know that Andrew Wiggins scored 17 points on 5 of 16 shooting, Thompson had 16 points on 4 of 19 shooting, and the regular season 20-point scorer Poole only had 8 points today. Simply put, without Curry's scoring show, the Warriors' victory would have been uncertain. So, one could say that Curry saved the Warriors today, otherwise, the team might have gone on vacation. Another key player mentioned earlier is Kevin Looney, who scored only 11 points but grabbed 21 rebounds, including 10 offensive rebounds. Though the spotlight was on Curry, Looney's performance should make the Warriors fans proud. In this series, he had 3 games with 20-plus rebounds and averaged 15 rebounds per game. Calling him the Warriors' Hanamichi Sakuragi is not an exaggeration. So today, the Warriors had 2 heroes, Stephen Curry, who scored 50 points, and Kevin Looney, who grabbed 21 rebounds. Though I personally supported the Kings in this series, I still want to congratulate the Warriors fans. Now, let's talk about the Kings. I have to be honest, it's a pity they lost this game, but this year has been very successful for the Kings. When they pushed the Warriors to Game 7, the Kings had already succeeded, as most people didn't expect them to compete at this level with the Warriors. Moreover, head coach Mike Brown won Coach of the Year, De'Aaron Fox received the Clutch Player Award, and most importantly, the team returned to the playoffs after 17 years. So even if they couldn't beat the Warriors, the Kings were undoubtedly the biggest surprise of the season. Warriors fans should also give this young team more applause. To put it bluntly, even though the Kings are considered a rival team, they are still a respectable and admirable opponent.